As a Hausa man from northern Nigeria, even as little children, we were taught that the Igbos are not to be trusted. We were taught that Yoruba was the enemy. After going to the university to study, I've also traveled to different parts of the country. I've come to realize that the real enemy are those selfish and greedy politicians that we have. It is only hatred and individual selfishness of our political elites that made them to mislead us. Out of ignorance, we were told only to vote for our fellow northerners. They said we should only vote for people from our side. We, the northern youths, we have decided that they cannot deceive us anymore. And right now, we are running out of steam. We have produced 4 videos in Hausa targeting the grassroots northerners because they are the ones who need to change their minds and believe that the Igbos and the Hausas can live in the same place, marry from each other, and live in peace, unity, and harmony.
My country is a place where our leaders brainwash us, told us that Christians and Muslims are not brothers, that Southerners and Northerners are not family, show us the path to fight each other, told us that Igbo and Hausa are not the same. They planted hatred in our heart, wrapped us in chains of bigotry, tribalism, and division. While they behind closed doors stand united, made us believe we are enemies, while they dine together, while they share power, while they build their empires on our ignorance, and here we are, a nation drowning in chaos they created. So I have a question to the citizens of my country. For how long will this manipulation continue? For how long will we continue to be the pawns in their games? For how long will unity be a dream we never wake up to? For how long will my country be united?
What is going on in our country today? Have you heard the whispers, the shouts, the dangerous rhetoric trying to split us into us versus them, Hausa versus Igbo, Fulani versus Yoruba, Northern versus Southern, fellow Nigerians? Let me tell you a story. Our story. Division is not new. It's a weapon. A weapon used by colonial rulers to turn brother against brother. Let me show you how it works. Number 1, the Colonial Playbook. The British divided Hindus and Muslims in India. What was the result? 1 million dead, 15 million displaced, generations of hate. The Belgians in Rwanda labeled some Tutsis and some Hutus. What was the result? 800 slaughtered in 100 days. In Syria, artificial borders drawn by foreigners led to endless war. ISIS, refugees, ruin. These are not just history lessons. This is a warning. Number 2, the truth they don't want you to see. You know who isn't divided? The corrupt leaders stealing our future. Hausa, Yoruba, Igbo. They dine together, laugh together, profit together. But us? We are busy fighting over tribe, while they rob us blind. Someone from another tribe isn't your enemy. They are your neighbor, sharing the same streets and sunsets. They are the market woman who greets you with a warm smile, the mechanic who keeps your car running, the teacher who shapes your child's future. They are not a threat, but a friend, bound to you by humanity, not divided by heritage. Number 3, our power is unity. China united. Now they are a global giant. Malaysia and Singapore turned diversity into prosperity. Imagine a Nigeria where Igbo innovation meets Hausa trade, Yoruba culture meets Fulani heritage. That is unstoppable. Yes, history has scars. The 1966 coup? A few individuals, not 50 million Igbos today. Shame on anyone who uses yesterday's pain to divide us today. To those showing hate, you will fail. To the rest of us, share this. Speak up. If you believe in one Nigeria, type 1 below. Share this with every Nigerian you know. We rise together. Thank you.
For this country, until we the masses will unite, we will not move forward. Now, unity will go fit defeat all these our so-called leaders. Because they know they lead anything. You see the north and the south, northerners they decide, not Christians they decide. Not be religion be our problem. Because all these leaders, so when they want share Waiting supposed better our life, our resources. They not they invite us. But they want to make we fight their fight. All this scheming, when they scheme, so my people, now because of 2027. You not an you will be Muslim. Me, I be Christian. Not be me be your problem. Not be even you be my problem. Now these leaders will be bad people. So now they use our head. They shout together. We not be problem of each other. May we stop the killing. May we stop the rugum. May we live together as one. Because some Southerners, they for not. Some Northerners, they for him. Even as I talk to you now this morning, now Muslim, a Northerner, now he do wait, now he work for me. He help me shine my shoe. You they hear me, so I give her money. So how me and the shoemaker got to be enemies now? You see, I say now our leaders be our problem, not them. Make we ensure violence. Make we live in one. And the biggest of all is this: that they deceive us, that they cheat us, but they not cheat us again. And they know say if they keep us divided, that is the only way they can achieve their aim.
Regarding the northern part of the country with the security issue, it is what we call just ethnocentric religious issue. There's no Yoruba man in the north that is fighting for these bandits. There is no Igbo man in the north that is fighting for this bandit. It is purely House of Fulani people. Reality, it is we, the northerners, that are doing this thing to our own people. So what are you talking about? If a northerner is killing himself, because if you are killing your people, you are just killing yourself. It is Fulani versus Fulani, houses versus houses. I am saying the reality. Bello Turji by name, there's no somebody that you can call Bello Turji in what? In Yoruba. You understand? You can only find that one in Fulani or in Hausa. What we have been seeing on the ground, you have been seeing so many offenses going on against the terrorists. Masses does not know what is actually on the ground regarding the security, but we know deep inside the government is doing very good job in terms of what trying to tackle the issue of insecurity. It has been there for more than 9, 10 years, 20, 15 years now. I think it started in 2009 with Boko Haram in Maiduguri, and it escalated after Buhari took over in 2015 to the northwestern part of the country regarding the issue of bandits. And it also, the origin was about the issue of mining in Zamfara states. So it escalated to the what? To the north central, Niger state, Benue state, and I think Plateau state and others. I want us as a student to understand that fighting against terrorism is not just a single day event that you can just simply attend an event and leave. It has to do with consistent policy on the ground, consistent approaches, and making sure that at least people that are not being part of the system should not be informed. Because regarding the issue of security, we have what we call classified information. It need not to be shared with the public. It has to be what? In the domain of the government. But we want the government to forward a political will so that to show once and for all these terrorists are eliminated. And that's my opinion regarding that. As a citizen, you have to be framed for your country. You should not be saying bad about your country. If you want your country to prosper and develop, you have to be saying realistically what is good about your country. If you go to America, you go to US, these people are proud of their own country, not negating their own country. But you'll be seeing Nigerians, especially at this newspaper selling points, talking bad about their country because maybe objectively, somebody who they wanted to be the president happens not to be the president in terms of the numbers. And regarding the northern part of the country with the security issue, it is what we call just ethnocentric religious issue. It is Fulani versus Fulani, houses versus houses. There's no Yoruba man in the north that is fighting for these bandits. There is no Igbo man in the north that is fighting for this bandit. It is purely Hausa people, Hausa Fulani people. So what are you talking about if a northerner is killing himself? Because if you are killing your people, you are just killing yourself. The reality, it is we, the northerners, that are doing this thing to our own people. So we have to stop it. That is the underlying issue.
Did you just say northerners?
Yes, I'm saying northerners. Because somebody from the north who...
Sorry to cut you. Are you sure of your choice of word?
Yes, forget about the choice of word. I am saying the reality. Bello Turji by name, there's no somebody that you can call Bello Turji in what? In Yoruba. You understand? You can only find that one in Fulani or in Hausa. And if you go to the core northwestern state, we have Zamfara, we have Sokoto, we have Katsina, we have Kebbi, we have Kano, we have Kaduna, we have Jigawa. These are the core northwestern states. And it is the same issue, Hausa Fulani versus Hausa Fulani, killing, you understand, ransom and whatever. They have been collecting all these people, taking away all their properties and their belongings. So what are you saying about, we want this one to stop? And
are you also trying to say banditry and terrorism is more of like political game, or it is political inquiry?
No, there are political opposition to what is going on, but there are also political support to what is going on. Let me give you an example. In 2023 election, more of opposition element are afraid that the insecurity should not you understand, be dealt with robustly, because they know it is a way of like what? Winning the election. Because, you know, if failure lingers, it may likely embolden people to vote against the ruling party. So this is one of my opinion regarding the issue of terrorism in Nigeria.
Thank you so much for your opinion.
Okay.
And let's not forget, if a country is at war, and the brave soldiers are on the war front, fighting insecurity and terrorism, in a situation whereby they lose or they suffer more casualties, more than the oppressor or the opposition, let's not forget that the civilians will be recruited to fight for their sovereign motherland so as to protect the freedom of their country, sir. Would you be willing to give your life to serve in the Nigerian army?
Let me tell you one thing. I was a graduate of public administration. That was in 2014. And I tried to acquire military experience through application to be what? Recruited. But within the Nigerian system, you know the things works. I was not able to be what? Recruited. Because I believe it's not just about putting life. When you put your life to a particular project, it doesn't mean anything. You understand? But put what we call comprehensive, often targeted will to ensure that Nigeria come off. You understand? That I can give my life for the safety, security, well-being, and of course the success of Nigerian projects under this administration or any other administration to come, so far as it is not based on religious sentiment, it is not based on ethnicity, it is not based on sectional campaigning. If you are campaigning for sectional base, I am not with you. But if you are looking for a moderate vote, I can vote for you. And that's my opinion. I can give my faithful life for the well-being, success, and ensuring that the Nigerian project is up track. It's on track. And that was what we are doing. We are always praying for Mr. President to succeed. So what I was trying to say is that using or giving out what you have for your country to succeed is what we are here for. I am here to read what is going on to offer my support, even though I know my support can be the minority.
The hardest thing I've had to accept since I've been here is that Hausas, my tribe, my people, unfortunately are not going to allow Nigeria to become what it's meant to be. The mindset of the northern Nigerians are going to destroy this country. I'm sorry to say it. So this is an idea I had, right? It was very simple. Raise money, build orphanages, massive orphanages, and pick up the Almajiris off the street. Take the Almajiris off the street. Teach them engineering. Teach them tech. Teach them coding. Take them off the streets and teach them, try to get them up to par so they can compete. And I brought up how every time I had this conversation, I would bring up the 4 Indian kids, the 4 Indian boys, like 10-year-old boys that were online, they were doing the live chat and building an app. Every time I bring up this idea to a northerner, the first thing they ask is, well, what about Islam? What about Qur'ani? What about Islamic school? When I say I have met incredible resistance to the idea of taking these boys off the streets and getting them to join the global age. Like, my mindset is this. Every corner you go in northern Nigeria, there are 5 people willing to teach these boys Islamic school, Quran. There are 10 people willing to teach them everything they need to learn about Islam. Why isn't there anyone willing to teach them anything else? So when I brought that up, some people were like, I had people going, it will never happen unless I have to teach them Islamic curriculum in the schools. I said, you don't understand. Northern Nigerians are against the idea of changing the trajectory and the outcomes of Almajiris. They say Almajirenchi, which is what it is embedded in our culture. And here's the thing, no, it's not. And as a Muslim, it's haram. I fucking said it. Any northern Nigerian that wants to step the fuck up, do it. It is haram. Because you are not allowed to bring a child into this world that you cannot raise. And there are fuck ton of Hausa men and women who have babies with no intention of, they know they will only take care of that child to a certain age, then they'll pawn that child off. There are a fuck ton of imams, men in the north, who rely on these kids for a living. They send these boys out every day to go earn a living to come back and give them. I thought of an idea that, look, we need to find a way to raise money, build orphanages, teach these boys tech, teach them engineering, teach them robotics, let them compete with the global populace. And every time I bring this up, every fucking Hausa person I tell this shit to wants to argue with me. They say it's not going to. They are vehemently against this. So I need you to understand, I need to ask you, how will Nigeria as a fucking country compete with the likes of Ghana, South Africa, Malaysia, Singapore, Indonesia, when the northern Nigeria is part of Nigeria. The most fucked up thing I'm going to have to say as a Hausa man is, for Nigeria to advance, they have to get rid of Hausa. They have to get the north Nigeria, it can never work. This is a sad realization that it can never work. Like, this is insane. And I am Hausa. This is fucking crazy.
I am a Muslim and I want Christians and Muslims to unite. That is our number one problem in northern Nigeria. I see this religious difference. Oh, I'm a Muslim. I am for the Muslim Ummah. Oh, I'm a Christian. I'm for the Christian brethren. Thank you very much. This is time that we lay aside our differences and come together to fight a common cause, common problem. Because let me tell you something. One of the major problems that northern people have now, and why this insecurity has lingered for this long, is because, number one, when it started, oh, mutani Bornoni, people are looking. Kano people were just looking. Kasina people were just looking. Jigawa people were looking. Oh, he moved to Plateau State. Oh, Plateau. Kaduna people, they are looking. Nasarawa people, they were looking too. Everybody was just Anzu Bamakuwa Ido. When it comes to your turn, you just fight for yourself, or you complain, you come out and protest. The other state people will just be writing prayers for you in the comment section, or just not even say anything. But we have forgotten the core of our Hausa tradition, of our northern tradition. Let me not even say Hausa. Northern tradition. We have this adage that says, meaning, if your brother's beard catches fire, you apply water on your own to prevent it from coming. And one of the issues that we have as regards this thing is not being able to help our brothers and sisters fight these things. And now it is catching everywhere. It's like a common disease. There's no state in northern Nigeria that has not been affected by insurgency. It's a lie. Call the state, let me hear. Call the state, let me hear. Every state in northern Nigeria has been affected. It is time that we join forces together. This is not about, oh, it's only Muslim students that they kidnapped. There are Christians in that school too. See, the earlier that we drop these Christian-Muslim fights in northern Nigeria, the better for all of us. Because let me tell you, these things are orchestrated by our leaders to keep us separated. Abi, you don't know that together we stand, divided we fall. As we are dividing like this, since you good at there by a shari, woody, but bunch is easier. Since you good at there, but that ya carry shi, amaguda, ida antara shi, a bunch, but ya carry shiba. It is common sense. But now it should be very, very common. Even though we know common sense is not common, let us spread the word that in northern Nigeria, no more religious crisis. Learn to tolerate one another. And this person is a Christian, he has said something. Or this person is a Christian, leave that person to live his life. You as a Christian, you are seeing a Muslim living his life, allow them live their lives. Allow them live their lives. You don't understand what they do, allow them live their life. It not concern you. Mind your business and focus on your focus. That is the only way northern Nigeria can go forward. Any other thing that people are just saying up and down is a waste of time if we don't drop our differences. No, it's Kagomo Abi, is Kaje people that they attack today. Back Garimu Bene. Oh, is Nasarawa Igon that they attack is not my village. Oh, is Mada people, it's not my village. Oh, is TV people, it's not okay. Taraba is close to Benue State. Abi, Hipa sharing border. Nasarawa too is close. Plateau State too is close. Adamawa is close. The earlier we understand that this is a joint disease and we should come together to fight it, the better for us, the better for our peace and for our growth.
We Northerners always think about Nigeria more than other parts of the country. This is simply because we are multi-ethnic and multi-religious. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Yoruba. There is no any other ethnic group in the southwest other than Igbo. So that's why they identify themselves as Igbo nation, Yoruba nation, whatever nation they call themselves. But in the north, what are you going? You can only identify yourself as a northerner because we are multi-ethnic and multi-religious. Yes. Multi-ethnic and multi-religious. When you come to you give an example of grazing or open grazing. One, I am a manufacturer of livestock feeds, from cattle to poultry. Two, I have more than 1,000 heads of cattle. They have never moved out of one location. So it's simply introducing modern methods of looking after our livestock. No more, no less.
Good day to our viewers all over the world and welcome back to Local Journal. Honestly, time is a revealer of so many secrets. Just as we are listening in this video, the northern youths are coming out to say that their leaders are the ones creating this divisive ideology, planting this seed of discord for them to hate the South, telling them that the Southerners are not their brothers, thereby encouraging them to nurture hatred for the Southerners. So many northerners today are victims of this elite brainwashing. Of course, we know that many northerners don't have the thoughts of their own. You know, they respect their religious leaders and traditional leaders, and so these northern politicians leverage on this to plant this seed of hatred in them. The sole aim of these northern leaders planting this seed of hatred in the northern youth is not for the fact that they love them or they want them to benefit anything. It's actually because of their own interest and the interest of their family. They want to remain in control forever, and the only way they can remain at the top or in power forever is to create this narrative that the North is not friends with the South and that the North are enemies with the South, thereby creating a divide between the ordinary class of both regions. We all know that all these things never started today. This was the same path our founding fathers treaded, which is making Nigeria to sit on a keg of gunpowder today. There has never been love between the both regions, and there will never be love between the both regions. We are only trying to manage ourselves, because out of the 1,000 gullible ones that they've deceived, it is only a little fraction that will realize that their leaders are causing division between them and the South. What happens to the remaining one? The remaining one will continue to live in their gullibility and promote this hate. And of course, they'll use the same mentality to train their children. So you see, there's no love existing between the South and the North, except we want to deceive ourselves. They themselves, the reasonable one amongst them, shall know it. If actually their leaders love them, why is it that they are promoting insecurity in their land just to continue to be in control of their wealth? Why is it that their leaders are discouraging them from Western education when their own children are in abroad schooling in one of the best universities in the world? Have you guys ever wondered why the Sharia law applies to the poor alone in the North? It is nothing but because these few elites who are controlling the North, who feel they need to control Nigeria as well, will continue to push this narrative and deceive these northern gullible youths so that they won't wake up from their slumber. Well, I just hope that one day a vast majority of northern youths will start thinking like the few northern youths that are spoken in this video. Kindly drop what you have to say in the comment section, and if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe to our channel.